Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Dawn Williams Tarot. This message is for sun, moon, or rising placements in the sign of Aquarius. So if you have those placements, this message may be for you. Keep in mind that not all messages may resonate, but keep what does, leave what doesn't. If you're interested in doing a deeper dive as to what's going on with you in your life, I do provide private readings. My information is in the description box below. You can go to dawnwilliamstarot.com to see my pricing and availability. Okay, so today's message is for the month of May 2024, and it is good for whenever you come across this message. Okay, what I plan to do for you today is do a Celtic cross. As I do the Celtic cross, I'm going to take myself off camera so that we can concentrate on your cards. And then what I'm going to do at the very end is I'll put myself back on camera, and then I'm going to give you your last three main themes from the Indigo Goddess Midnight Oracle deck. Now, the thing about this deck that I really like a lot is that it typically taps into finance, money, but it's also another one for spiritual growth as well. So there are some other messages in there about those energies as well. Okay. So if you're new to my channel, I'd absolutely like it if you would like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to become a subscriber. It just notifies you when new content has been dropped. Okay. So I've already shuffled your card. I'm just going to go ahead and lay them out. Aquarius, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see better. Your first card is this Five of Wands, which is the very main theme of your reading, as this is going to be in the very center of your reading. And this Five of Wands is about conflicts, and it is about arguments, those types of things that could be going on around you. Now, keep in mind that wands are very fiery energy. This is about inspiration, creativity, passion, motivation, those types of things. But as you can see, these guys are training. They're learning how to fight, but they are learning how to fight with sticks, right? So that would be the conflict. And it is a card of change coming in for you. It is a minor arcana, so that does mean that those changes that are coming in for you will take you out of that conflict energy or that feeling of needing to have your guard up is kind of what I'm feeling. Like I feel as though you've got walls around you for some reason, Aquarius. Oh, well, that might explain a lot of things. Okay, so don't freak out about the tower. Let me lay out your cards and then we'll go from there, okay? So we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Hermit card, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Six of Wands, so progression. We have the Six of Swords, which represents Aquarius energy. Oh, look, we have the Star. This is you showing up very strongly in your reading. Queen of Wands, and then your final card is the Two of Cups. Beautiful energy. So this could be representing new love coming in, new romance, open hearts really is what this card represents for me. So we'll get to there in just a moment. Okay, so we start off again with this Five of Wands energy. And the fives are about changes coming in for you. Now, it could be that if you're in a situation where you feel as though you are surrounded by conflict, or there may be conflict within your workspace, or there may be conflict with another individual where you are really honing your skills, right? Or doing this training. It could also represent that some of you may be doing some training at work. Learning a new skill so that you can become more valuable, so that you can become a stronger asset for the company that you work for. But then again, that just bumps up your credibility, your ability to do a really good job in your space. Again, fives are about changes coming in, okay? And I would say very big changes are coming in. The Tower card is a card of major disruption. It is in the very center of your reading. So I don't want you to panic because A lot of the tower energy is coming up for the collective. That makes total sense. We are going through some very big changes planetarily. We're going through very big changes. It doesn't matter what country you live in or who your rulers are or who your government is, all of those things. There are things that are being absolutely challenged, right? So the story behind the tower card is that these individuals just kept building this tower to get, closer and closer and closer to God. But at the same time, they were building these silos and they were excluding their population, because you can see that the crown here is being blown off the top of the tower. So what this is saying is that they're not even taking, this energy was that they weren't even taking the people, the populace into consideration, right? They were building this tower for themselves. And so basically what this energy is representing is that anything that is built that is not of God or is not in service of a service to others, I feel as though will be razed to the ground, down to the foundations, and we are going to be rebuilding. So how does this affect you, Aquarius? I feel as though there may be things that you might have had in your belief system of things that the way that the world was operating, and you're going to realize this month that there's going to be some very big reveals that are going to cause this tower moment for you. And while it may be scary and it may be frightening, just know that you have got this. You've made it this far. You are an individual that is meant to be here on planet Earth during these big changes. We are really cycling up. And we're moving from this lower density energy into a higher vibrational resonance so that we can release some of that darker energy, heal that darker energy, and allow us to move into, the rest of this year with a clean slate. So this right here is very big energy, and it's going to affect each one of you differently because it just depends on what's going on in your life. But the tower is definitely a destruction and rebuild energy. And it is in the very center of your reading. It is a major arcana. Things are going to be quite chaotic for you. It could all be just emotional, or it could actually be physical. Some of you may be finding that you are being disrupted out of your home space for whatever reason, and you are relocating, or you are moving in with family, or there's a bunch of different scenarios that could happen with this card here. But I don't want you to panic, because I really do feel as though it is a really good opportunity for you to really look at that base, really look at the things that mean the most to you, get you kind of out of that exterior looking at the world outside here, and instead going more within, which this is what is supporting you. The Hermit definitely is a card of going within, looking for your inner guru, your inner guidance, to really support you through these darker days, right? Or this darker energy that is surfacing. You do have light here. You are a lighthouse. You are meant to be able to be a leader for others by leading by example, right? So I feel as though you will go through this solitary moment, or this solitary energy where you go within and you kind of allow yourself to integrate some of these energies that are coming in for you to choose a path forward. And the thing that I'm picking up also, because you do have this star energy here as we progress through your reading, this right here is talking about healing from traumatic moments. Okay, this is healing from a very traumatic experience, and it could be multiple experiences. Okay, so whatever that means to you, I do feel as though once you get out of the fire that's in this very center of your reading, going within to finding your answers to move forward, I feel as though this is really going to be the thing that supports you, is by going within, finding that inner knowing, really connecting with your higher self, and really discerning what is your best path forward. Now, your thoughts are kind of all over the place. And the reason why I say that is this Seven of Cups is a card of being spoiled for choice. Now, I want you to really look at the cups. They do have items in them. Like here is like a gargoyle-y kind of a dragony thing. And then you do have this Medusa head over here, and you have a snake over here. I'm like, there's a lot of symbology in here in this card. So basically what it's really saying is that this is also my smoke and mirrors card. So please be careful of those people around you that may be trying to deceive you in some way, because that can be deception that may be coming in for some of you, or maybe it's not completely deceptive, but it is other people's agendas to try to fill up your cups, to say, choose my cup, right? So be aware of that energy. Now, the thing about the sevens is about gaining confidence or gaining some type of an experience of some kind. An experience is going to mean something different for all of you, but at the same time, this card is also a card of progression. It is a card of choosing the cup that most resonates with your heart space, right? With how you feel about things. Go with whatever's going to make your heart happy. Okay, now what is immediately behind you is the Three of Wands. This Three of Wands energy is you're waiting for your ships to come in, basically, is kind of what this card is. Or you're waiting for answers to things, like you have planted some seeds and now you're kind of on the shore waiting to see what's going to happen next. But you are looking out in your horizons. This is a gold card. That means that this is a very high level spiritual card for you. And it feels as though this three is just asking you to really think outside of the box as to what it is that you want to create for yourself going forward. Do you want to create a situation where you change jobs, work for yourself, start a new business, move to a new country, move to a new location, move across country? You know, there's all these options for you. And it feels as though many of you are really doing some reflection and looking at what those things could be meaning for you. Now, the thing about this three is that what is coming towards you and what is happening immediately in your immediate future is this progression. We go from the Three of Wands to the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands represents persevering. This is, you are being recognized. This is my accolades card for recognizing that you have done something above and beyond, that people around you are recognizing you, they are championing you. This is my victory card. This is also my card of being out in the social arena. So maybe some of you have started a YouTube channel, and I feel as though that YouTube channel is really going to start taking off for you now. It feels as though there may have been a slight delay, but I feel as though whatever this is you're going to be getting accolades from the community, or you are going to be some type of you're going to be recognized for whatever it is that you are championing for yourself, whatever that you're putting out there into the universe. People are paying attention to you. So that's beautiful. And what that leads us to then is this is your immediate future. So this is going to be within the next few days or at the very beginning of the month. And as we progress through the month, you are actually going to be acknowledged by this Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords does represent Aquarius energy, as well as this star card. So I feel as though you are very well represented here in this reading. The six has to do with persevering again. And when I see sixes together like that, I feel as though those sixes are just saying that you just need to keep pushing forward, right? Go towards your dreams. And that's exactly what is happening in this card. This woman and this child are leaving a very choppy past. Like they are, moving forward, they're putting the past behind them, and they're moving towards calmer waters. Now, the other thing about this card is this guy that is, ferrying them across the waters here. This guy is coming in, and what this is representing for you specifically, Aquarius, is that you're going to be assisted and helped when you least expect it. Meaning that something's going to come up, and someone's going to come along and is going to help you in a situation that you are going to need help from. And it's going to be kind of like this beautiful gift, right? So be appreciative of the energy that is coming in to assist you here. Now, my star card is one of my favorite cards in the deck. As you can see, she has 1 foot in the water. She has 1 foot on land. So for me, this is that energy of really pulling in your spirit on your spiritual path. This card is really saying that you are following your true north. You are doing exactly what you need to be doing at this time, moving forward. This is your opportunity for your long-term plans and goals to be set into motion. It is in alignment with your higher self. It's in alignment with the God of your heart. So I feel as though you're making very beautiful progress. Now, the other thing this card represents for me is really deep healing. Deep healing on an emotional, mental, spiritual level. So some of you may be pulling in energy or fragments from where you might have left them in your past, in this lifetime. Or you could be pulling fragments from your future self or from your past self, meaning from past lives that are really going to be coming in. You're re-owning that energy, and you're combining it with this current existence, your current incarnation on your path at this time. And I feel as though what that is going to do is it's going to make you a much more solid spirit. It's also going to allow you to really see where your spirit is helping you versus where your ego is in the mix of your existence, right? Those things are important to look at as well, because I feel like what this is really doing is it's really balancing your subconscious with your conscious and your ego with your spirit, okay? This is really big energy. I got to say, Aquarius, of the readings I've done so far, this one is really deep in terms of really pulling up really some things that were deep down in, the darkness for you. And what that does is, as you're working through this, you really step into this beautiful Queen's energy. Now, first of all, if you're a male listening to this, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. What's interesting about this Queen of Wands is if you look at any of the other wands that are the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands, they all have salamanders, which represents that fire energy on somewhere on that card. Well, our queen here doesn't have the salamanders, but what she does have are these sunflowers. So she has these sunflowers, and if you know anything about sunflowers always face the sun. So no matter where the sun is, that flower head is going to face where the sun is going. They actually shift during the day. And so basically what this is really saying is that she is bringing in that hot, beautiful fiery energy of the sun. And the sun energy is all about nurturing, growth, healing, renewal. She is my badass queen. She's full of fire. She lives life on her terms, right? It isn't as though she wants to burn anybody as she works, through her. She motivates you, because the wands have to do with your inspiration, your creativity, your passion, and your motivation. And she really wants to motivate those people around her. And she leads by example. She will not sit on her laurels. She doesn't just go and say, oh, I'm the queen, so, do my bidding. No, she gets off her butt and she starts the work. And then what happens is, because she's, she's taking action, you automatically want to take action as well. So this card for me is, you're moving to better shores. You do have this victory card. I do feel as though you are going to be sitting on your own throne and feeling very powerful, very connected, very patient, very understanding, but also taking action towards your dreams. And then the last card is this Two of Cups. Now, typically this Two of Cups energy is representative for my soulmates. Some of you may be getting into brand new relationships where you are going to be finding your significant other, but others of you are going to potentially be finding partnerships that are really heart-based. And it could just be a friendship of somebody that you have that you're coming into contact with. It's coming in this month. And if you look, the two individuals here are meant to come from two very different backgrounds. So for me, this is my card of thinking outside of the box, allowing somebody different from your normal, the people that you normally would associate with. Allow yourself to open up, because I feel as though there's some gifts coming in that are going to really champion your heart, that are really going to help be very expressive for you, allow you to move into friendship or a business partner where like minds come together, and there's going to be this beautiful resonance here. Now, again, for me, I feel as though this is overseen here by, this angelic being here on this card. But the other part of it is if this is not resonating with you on those levels, it could be that this is actually, for some of you, even higher than that. And what this is really saying is you are really bringing in your higher self. You are really integrating your higher self. You are making strides within your higher self, where your higher self is coming in, giving you a lot more guidance on your day-to-day path. And you're definitely following your long-term plans and goals. Gosh, this is a great reading, you guys. I mean, the only thing is this Tower. And I have to say, the energy that I understand of the Tower is that the Tower comes in and causes us to be nudged into a direction that is much better for our path. It takes you where you really are meant to be. So look at it as your higher self coming in, causing this Tower moment, because your soul wants to take you on a little bit of a journey to self-correct the path that you have been on to this point. Now, it isn't so much that the path that you have been on has been bad. I don't see any negative cards here. It's not like you've been influenced by the devil, or, you have, the devil energy here, or the death card, any of those things. So I do feel as though this energy had to come in, and it's the right timing for you. And it's going to make sense to you as you progress and work through all of this. And actually, this looks beautiful, Aquarius. Hoo-wee, you're going to have a lot of work happening for you guys this month. Okay, so let's pull your last 3 cards to finalize your reading. Thank you so much for getting to this point. If you made it this far, I would love it if you would just like the video. And your first card is Clever Ploy. Step up your game. You need to outwit them, negotiate wise tactics behind the scenes. So for me, this is really talking about that job space that I was telling you about. And the thing is, you know, we were talking about this Seven of Cups, which is meaning that, you know, you have, you're being spoiled for choice. Now, some of you may be looking at new jobs, right? You may be looking at a new place to go because you're not happy with your current circumstances, or it's a situation like this tower came in and you lost your job. So now what am I going to do, right? So basically what this is just saying is step up your game, put all of your, you know, pieces, put all your ducks in the row. So that can help you moving forward to create this beautiful life that you want to create. But then it makes it more sense to you, because then you just got to implement the steps, right? You implement the steps of what it is that you're doing. Your next card is the Magic Mirror. Now, I have not seen this card. It's talking about public persona. You are the product, sales, social media, speaker, and leader. And it's funny, as I was saying this, because I was trying to say that kind of same thing with this card. And usually I just look at this card as my victory card. But for some reason, I really wanted to emphasize this social media thing, that you're going to be out in the limelight somehow. And it's, of course, it's not going to be for all of you, but there is that potential and that opportunity for you, should that be something that you want to experience for yourself. Starting a new YouTube channel, or getting out on social media, starting, you know, a channel on X, or whatever it is that you are going to be out there for. But it feels as though that you do have leadership abilities, leadership skills. I always say the best leader leads from example. I've always lived my life that way, leading by example. So anyway, this is a beautiful card too, Aquarius. It does look as though you may be stepping into the limelight, and you are going to have a victory with that. And then your final card is strategy. Plan your attack. Yay, this is perfect. This is exactly what I was talking about. Research, do research. Make sure you check all your references. It is visible, it's a key position, and deserved pay. So it feels as though for those of you that are transitioning into a new job, which is exactly what this deck is representative of, is, you know, a new path, financially, a new path in your career wise, just recognizing that you have the skill set, that you can create anything that you want, and to aim high. It's better to aim high and to be excited than to aim low and to just be okay. Like, okay, well, you know, I got my job. You know, reach higher, because the higher you reach, the more you're able to accomplish, right? And you do have this victory card. You have this long-term plans and goals. You are my beautiful Queen of Wands, my kick-ass, badass queen. And it could be love's coming in, or a business partnership, or it could be that you start a new job and the person that you work the most closely with, because we usually always have, you know, buddies that we, especially when we start a new job, you might find that you and your buddy really resonate. But overall, this looks beautiful. I hope you found some messages here that are helpful to you. And until next time, take very good care of you. And thank you so very much for your time, your energy, and supporting my work, and by watching my videos. Cheers.